Good evening, Cape Junction. It's good to see a lot of my friends here. Hi. This is a new venture for me. I never thought about politics or running for politics.
Your name?
My name's Jerry Sisson.
Oh, Sisson.
Yeah. Like a lot of you, you're watching politics nationally, locally, and you see things going wrong and people pulling shenanigans that you know that they're pulling, and you think, boy, gee, I wish, we could get somebody in there that was, honest and accountable, and somebody who really just put forth his effort toward taking care of the community instead of these little rabbit trails that they tend to get off on all the time. I never wanted to be a politician. I think I'm warming up to the idea, though, because I really believe I can do some good in the county, for the county. In fact, I have a story I used to tell, probably still will tell it. There was a Buddhist monk and a rabbi traveling with a politician, and the politician was proud and he was showing him around his country, or his county. Well, the storm came, the car broke down, and the three of them had to go into the nearest farmhouse and seek refuge. It was a small farmhouse, so the farmer says, y'all have to sleep out, one of you have to sleep out in the barn. So the rabbi first, he volunteered, but soon he was back, knocking on the door. And he said, what's the matter? He says, well, you have a swine out in the barn. I can't room the swine. It would be against my religion. So the monk says, I'll go. I'll sleep there. So he went out, and directly there was a knock on the door. Here he was back. He says, you have a cow out there. I can't be there because there's a cow. Finally, the politician says, look, I'll go. If I don't go, we'll never get any sleep tonight. So the politician went out to the barn. A couple minutes later, knock on the door. Here's the pig and the cow. They didn't feel that they were low enough to spend the night with the politician. And listen, I told you the story because this is the way I looked at politicians, and I think it's the way a lot of you look at politicians. And rightly so, based on some of the role models we've seen in politics. I was successful with 2 franchises in Southern California. I was a successful businessman. And I think I could take this business acumen right into the county commissioner's job, do a good job there. But before I get going on this, I almost forgot one of the most important things. I want to introduce my wife, Linda Sisson, over here. This is my lovely wife, and she's behind me on this all the way. She's one of the founding members of Shelter Friends. We both are very interested in not only taking care of the pets because, they're somebody's loved ones or whatever, which they are. A lot of people, their hearts are in their pets. But also we see a lot of feral pets in the community. And there's a kind and a humane way of dealing with these feral pets. And there's some of them are in our way, they can cause problems. But with my wife's organization and with somebody, a county commissioner who's in there who's really interested, we can get the county animal shelter on a different program instead of gassing dogs and so forth. We want to get a catch and release thing, and we want to find homes for these animals. I think a community is judged by how well they treat their animals and their lesser people who are not doing as well or have fallen through the cracks. This is what a society is. This is what a society does. We and cleaning up this county. I have some great ideas. I look over here at Ashland, and I look up here at Eugene. I love those little towns. I mean, they're so clean. I like that. I have some great ideas about how we can clean up our county and really sparkle it up, make it look pretty.
And 1 minute, Chair.
Pardon?
1 minute.
I have 1 minute. Okay. As far as the levy is concerned, I would have to be able to get in there and see how this money is being spent, how it's being distributed. If my first concern would be public safety, so I wouldn't make a decision to turn down money if it looked to me like money would be the thing that we need to to solve the problem. And so I'm almost done. So I should be done, or I have to be done because I'm almost done, out of time. So if you have a question, quick, yeah.
What franchises did you have?
I had Coit, Drapery, and Carpet Cleaners in Santa Barbara and Las Vegas. And they were very well, worked very well. Yes?
What do you think about the homeless problem we have here in the town?
You know, I am all for helping people who fall through the cracks. I'm a humane person. I can't stand to see another human being suffer. I just can't. If there's some way I can find, I know Pumbaa. I've lived here 28 years, here in this little town. And I love it here. I went to school over here on the Trinity River and grew up near Happy Camp and went to high school in Chico. My family founded or settled Mount Shasta. It used to be Mount Sisson, and the town was also Mount Sisson. So in 1850, they bought Mount Shasta and the surrounding area from Russian settlers. So our family's been here a long time. We're very well connected with this land and community. So my heart's in it. I have the educational background, the enthusiasm, and the love to do the job. So vote for me. Yay. Okay?
Thank you, Jerry.
No problem.